Shalom. Let us give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakal Kodash Brakatah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the brothers that teaching truth and sincerity. Shalom to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. This the Lord battles, man. I like to do these videos, man. It's going down, it's going down with these basically these trade wars, which also lead to real wars. And trade wars is basically there to fuck your whole economy up. Right here I got an article here from the Washington Post. They say Trump has officially put more tariffs on U.S. allies than on China. I'm going to read some of this, bring out precepts first. I'm starting with a scripture. This is Obadiah 1, of course, chapter 1, verse 2. It say, at 3. It said, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, that thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. And that's talking about these Edomites, man, the so-called white man. This man has no friends, okay? He has no allies, okay? This man he's the wicked the Lord called him the wicked for a reason. I'm sorry, I gotta get it. Job 9:24. I know it's a common scripture, but you gotta hit those scriptures this scripture is so powerful. It said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So who's doing all this? Us Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, we ain't got no power to put taxes on the seas, man. They taxing the open waters, man. How can you tax open water? Ships, they got an imaginary line that say, oh, well, this is American seas now. They got fishes and all types of... Wait a minute. You got all these giant whales, all the world of the sea that controls that water. You got whales, you got dolphins, you got sharks, you got sea turtles, you got all these species that live in the sea. But here it is, America's talking about they on the sea. That's the wickedness of the devil, man. And what he's doing, I'm gonna read it. It said President Trump campaign on going hard after China ripping off the U.S. on trade. Yet a year and a half into his presidency, Trump has put more tariffs on longtime U.S. allies than he has on China. He's supposed bad guys on trade. It said the Trump administration announced new tariffs Thursday on European Union, Canada, and Mexico. It said almost all of the reactions has been negative. Many are calling it a political and economic mistake. It said American allies are stunned. Stocks slide on Wall Street as trade warfare return. And economists are warning the Americans will soon face high price on a wide variety of products. A slew Republican lawmaker immediately trashed the move as bad for the economy, foreign relationship. Yeah, so basically what's going on is America, the people who control America, elites, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Gaddies, they the ones who control America, and Trump is the interface, and he put tax high tariffs on basically it was 25% on steel and 10% tax on aluminum, which is going to which is and on on Canada, Mexico, and Europe, which is you know which he's supposed to be a part of the EU, the European Union, NATO and the EU, they all Edomites. So he doing this to his own kind, man. All right, that shows you his the devil in this show, and this showed you that we in these last days. This showed you that World War III is on the rise. This showed you that history it repeats itself, man. Because if you know anything about history, even in our kingdom, during the time of King David and King Solomon, I'm gonna just get this verse. First, I'm gonna get this in First Kings, right? First Kings 22 and 12, right? This is First King 22. It's the First Kings. First King 22 and 2. It's a no, that's not it. But basically, oh, you know what? Like I want to find it for y'all, brothers, so y'all know what I'm talking about, where I'm trying to get at. Oh, first, hey, that's why. This First Chronicles, man, Salakia. Alright, this is First Chronicles 22. Right, because this is how we fell down. I just want to make that point. And during the time of King Solomon and when Solomon died, Rehoboam and Jeroboam, how you think that we got split up? It was through taxes. That's just that simple. Trade wars. That's how we failed. That's it. That's exactly how we failed. It was trade wars. And that trade war initiated a fucking real war. And we hated, and to this day we all hate each other. Ain't that something? Of course we ain't in this truth now, so now that hate, of course, we don't have that hate no more. But I'm saying, as a nation, as a whole, Negroes, the tribes of Judah, the Jews, Judah, Judah and Benji, and and the tribes of in the Northern Kingdom, Ephraimites, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. Hey, we all, as a whole, the nation of Israel, that hate is still there, that envy is still there, and it started with trade wars. It started with taxes. It started with that money. Don't play. Hey, money will make you fucking hate somebody, bro. That's how powerful money is. Money will make you kill some motherfucking body. There's a song. What's that song? It said, for the money, some shit. But this is First Chronicles 22 and 1. I'm gonna start at 2. And David commanded to gather together the strangers that were in the land of Israel, and he set masons to hew rough stone to build the house of God. And David prepared iron in abundance for nails and for the doors of the gates and for the joinings, and brass in abundance without weight. Also cedar trees in abundance for the Zidonians, and they of Tyre brought much cedar woods to David. And David said, Solomon, my son, young and tender, and the house that is to be built of the Lord must be exceeding magnificent. It say, of fame and glory throughout all countries. I will therefore now make preparation for it. So David prepared abundantly before his death. Right, and that shit costed money. That shit wasn't cheap, man. That shit ain't. All that. Look, man, he said, wait. Like it said, I brass in abundance without weight. Man, you know how much brass that gotta be that he couldn't even put a number on it. That's how much brass and cedar trees. It was so much. And guess who was paying? Guess who was paying for this? This was Israel was paying for this, man. The tribes was paying for this, man. This wasn't no cheap project. Building the house of the Lord wasn't. That shit wasn't free. Hey, man, that wasn't just. It wasn't just no. Hey, we just gonna. Everything just like now. It costs money. Everything. It costs gold. It costs time. It costs. It. You just wasn't just chilling, drinking, eating a pomegranate off the pomegranate tree. You know what I'm saying? You was paying for this. Guess who's paying for it? Israel. And by taxes, cause the kingdom just didn't things. Everything got an economy, man. We had a economy. Look that word economy. Only thing it means is housekeeping, management. So we had goods, we had things that we had to get. We had to ship. We had to go across things for things. We had to go to Ophir. You know, we had to come to the Americans to get certain things. We had to go to other places to trade. Other people to do business. We had an economy, and none of that shit was free. All right. This, I'm just showing you, just like America. America got, as you can see, they got an economy and they got things, and this shit not free. That's why they call us taxpayers. Guess who pays for this shit? We do. You know, the fucking citizens of these places. We pay heavy debt, do we not? Do you Israelites? You pay heavy debts. Hell, the so-called white men, you pay debt. You go to even your average white just 6-pack Joe Cracker. Guess what? He goes to the emergency room and he ain't got no goddamn insurance. He gonna get a bill fatter than his head. All right. I just want y'all to understand. Through these scriptures, history is repeating itself. This is exactly what we did and where we went wrong. And Edomites is following really in the same footsteps as we, by taxing their own allies and putting heavy yoke on their own people. Can nothing good come out of that? Only war is gonna come out of it, which is good, because this is leading up to our deliverance. Lord willing, that me, myself, and you brothers, that's sincere brothers, hey, we be part of the elect and we get the hell up out of here, man. But prophecies is happening, man. All right, I just want to give some more examples. I'm gonna go to First Kings now, man. And this and this was in a time of David. Now let's speed it up to Solomon now. So it said that David couldn't build a house, but goddamn it, he was getting the house prepared, which was heavy. And and look and check this out. First Kings 7:11. It's and it's Solomon, because Solomon, he loved his women, man. And y'all know he had 1,000 women, and all of them could fit in his house. That's how big his house was. It said that it took 7 years to build the house of the Lord. It took 14 years to build Solomon's house. He can fit all 1,000 wives in his house, man. That shit wasn't free. This is First Kings 7:11, and I just want to get to the point, because there was a lot of. There's a lot of. Hold on, let me try to find it, because it was a lot of a lot of things going on, a lot of buildings. He was hewing up a lot of buildings, man. He was hewing up a lot.